Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of Chainsaw Man, episode 4. And what I want to say is how this show keeps on getting better and better, just pumping out 10 out of 10 episodes after one after another, so. But after picking up after the ending of the last one, which, like I said before, I knew that Power and the cat would be still alive, because you can't kill the main character, one of the main characters off that early, right? So I knew she and the cat will be still alive. So after all that, and after that fierce battle, that Power goes and tells Denji that say, hey, say, can you move? No, but hey, we still have an agreement, right? You can touch my chest, and that's he's still getting so excited, he's ready to. Then all of a sudden, boom. He instantly lost his arm by this creature. At first, I didn't know this devil. I would say I didn't know what the hell it was. It just looked like a large some kind of worm beast thing with just large sacks of tits hanging out. So just hanging out at the bottom. I was like, what the hell? I was like, what the hell is this thing? And apparently, I guess I knew the Bat Devil. I guess, and now it's because now Denji's mad because now he interrupted his squeeze time, you could say, and now he's like he do whatever because he has dreams, and he, whether small or ridiculous or whatever, he still wants to do what he can to get that one squeeze on Power's chest, right? So he tries to rev himself up again, right? But the thing is that due to blood loss, only a small chainsaw blade pops out of his head between the eyes, right? And he's still the crazy battle he goes to in this one even more because he's like running around crazy, trying to destroy this beast, or like slicing it just a little bit or punching it, whatever. And he's running all over the place trying to destroy this thing because everything you do to cop a field, so he says. And Denji, he's just running around like a maniac. I mean, just like the guy has nothing to lose anyway because he was just a total bum, just before being picked up by a Makima, so he just had a very crappy life. So the guy had nothing to lose anyway. So he's just running around all the place, just punching, and even just cutting here and there until finally that. Because both things he was, but then he gets interrupted by this other devil, by Aki, who summons it to just chomps that one head off. And even with the head of that, which they say it's a leech demon, or leech devil, sorry. Even the head of that leech devil inside the other one, his mouth is like, huh? So they all get their treatments. Denji gets his arm attached again, and Aki, he's like peeling some apples and saying that how you were just you're just a brat and just don't follow orders. So, and he said that you can free for you do back though, but just as long as you follow my orders, right? So he's like, I'll keep that in mind, and so. And then Aki goes and talks with Makima, and I like the fact that how he just before he bucks to knock on her office door, he gets his straightens his tie up and straightens up, before he starts talking to her, right? So he he gives her the reports about what happened, and the two devils are dead, and with how Power just how he just hit Denji on the head, because. Follow the blood trail from that house from before, and where Aki even uncuffs Power because before she did, so she put her in the handcuffs, but now he unlocked her. And you have these other rookie all these other rookies we see briefly as well. And so now, and we get to the nice thing where Aki, how his going through a normal morning for him, he gets out of bed, he brushes his teeth, grinds his own coffee with those old-fashioned coffee grinders, which is okay, cool to see one of those old-fashioned coffee grinders, which I don't think people You ever rarely see people do that nowadays. But it's like, hey, cool. As someone, I guess in this world, no, someone using an old fashioned coffee grinder, grinds his own coffee, pours his own coffee, and then just reading the morning paper, and then just when and then all of a sudden Power shows up. She is gonna be living with Aki and Denji. So, and of course, with Makima, how could she just be a manipulative person, right? But yeah, the thing is, he lets her because he's nice to her, talks nice to Aki. He's like, oh, okay. And with Power, that's what I thought was hilarious. Is I like in her character as well, because we also, but in the opening of this episode, we see her, before she joined the public safety, she's just a blood devil fiend, whatever. How not a care in the world. She's just a devil fiend, running around butt naked, eating on birds, a bear, cows, right? And just not a care in the world, though, except when he had a Meowie, and reflecting on how saying with how he liked that cat, right? And how when that bat devil bring me a human, I'll let you have the cat back. So, and she's like, oh, all this for a cat. But when she goes living with Denji and Aki, she is a total mess. I mean, like, well, first of all, she's a child basically. She acts like a child, So first, like, make with dinner, she doesn't like her vegetables. She goes and throws it. Even when Denji goes and oh the carrots, that's a waste of a carrot. Think about all the farmers who grew this, right? And we're just, she shoves all that toilet paper in the toilet because I hardly ever flush, so I'll occasionally flush my feces. I'm like, Jesus criminy. So she has a toilet. We see a toilet so full of toilet paper because it's still full of her crap in there. I'm like, jeez. And they say, oh, I'll occasionally bathe. I'm like, she's immature, a child, and she's filthy as well. And then it gets to the point where Denji's cleaning the toilet, to scrape all of her crap out, right? But then, Power goes and turns a 180 where, hey, we still have an agreement, right? You still want to fondle my chest, so okay. But the thing is, though, you only get 3 squeezes for helping with Meowie and defeating those devils, and then help with Aki. Like how just being toning down with Aki. Allowing me to stay with you guys. So you get 3 squeezes. So and. Which at this rate, I'm sure that that Denji, he deserves like more than 3 of chest squeezing, right? He deserves more than that though. But hey, he's ready to. He's just ready to do it but then that's when the episode cuts down though. But I'm like, oh man. And the thing is, by the next episode, I'm sure something's gonna interfere with that again, like how in the start of this episode, he was supposed to do it, then something interfered, so. By the next episode, something's going to interfere with his time to grab, right? but she's offering it again, so you get three squeezes. But Denji's like he's gonna take it or leave it. He's gonna take it because he's been really looking forward to grabbing some women's chests, so women's boobies, whatever. So he's just like our guy. Like I said, a guy who's just. He was down in the dumps his whole life, selling his body parts and just eating but nothing but crap, right? And just, he felt bad for the guy, but then now he finally has all the things he wants, a house, food, bathing, and everything else, right? Except for the one thing he wants to do is just feel a cup of field with a woman's chest. So, yeah, he has this opportunity now, and even, Power is still living up to that agreement that they did on. So, but I think it's by the next episode, I'm guaranteed that something's going to interfere with their with his time to do it, right? So, And even the outro, once again, the outro is really well done. Like, the outro of this is mostly focused on Power, and how the animation make it look like a kid's cartoon on Power with the music. Another well done outro as well. They keep on making different outros and different music endings for each episode, which I'm enjoying though. Like the last one for the last outro was really great. So, and with the animation of this, the style of the animation they choose for this outro was really focused on Power though, but still it was very well done with the music and all that stuff as well. So like I said, each of this episodes of this series keeps on banging out 10 out of 10 episodes. You know, which I'm saying this is a very fantastic series. Spy Family is just right. Like I said, I've been loving Spy Family just because I still put Spy Family just slightly above because I've enjoyed our characters more with Yor, Anya, and Lloyd, and all the little antiques and shenanigans and the humor it goes along with, and now with the addition of Bond as well, the dog, and everything else. Just why I think I put Spy Family still slightly above Chainsaw Man though, because I love Spy Family. It's an absolutely fantastic series. But both of these were very hyped, and both these shows have picked up very well, and everyone's loving this series. So, yeah, just the action in this episode with the whole leech devil, which at first I originally didn't know what the hell it was. It was like a giant worm creature with just like 6 sacks of tits hanging out. You know, I'm like, what the hell is this thing? Was this a tit devil? But the action, the animation was very well done once again, and the humor, like I said, was funny too. Like Denji, he'll do anything to cop a field. You know, he wants to get some hands on some boobies. That's what he wants. And a little more with on Power. Just she's a child though, and just like making life at living hell for Aki and Denji. Now she's moving in, but you know she's a mess. She doesn't flush her. She doesn't flush her shit down the toilet and doesn't bathe the Harley. Just, oh my god! Like I said, she is a child. But though she's still maturely living up to that agreement. Though she's still willing to let him. You know. But yeah, like I say, episode 4 once again is absolutely fantastic. Once again, another awesome episode. And I can't wait to see more. I want more. I can't wait to see what happens next. But like I said, by the next episode, probably someone's gonna interrupt him when he's about to cop his field. But someone's probably gonna interrupt him now. I'm like, oh, when's he ever gonna get the chance, right? If that happens. But anyway, as episode 4 of Chainsaw Man. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode review and more others. Later.